Thank you for tuning in to Miss Tracy and Clarity today. Who has seen the Big George Foreman movie? If you have not seen this movie, find time. I love a true story, especially with a happy ending. Where do I begin? I'm not worried about spoiling anything for the ones that haven't seen it because my review will take nothing from this movie. You have to see this movie for yourself. George had humble beginnings. Can you imagine sharing one hamburger amongst 5 people? My kids would give me all kinds of hell if I tried that. This was his reality though. And I mean a piece was his dinner. He was a big youngin'. He adored his sister Mary because she would give him her piece sometimes. His clothes weren't the best. He was a bully's dream, yet he had that moment where he put his bully back in his lane. He ended up at Job Corps at 18 years old. You couldn't blame him. 3 full meals a day, education and housing. He was gone. George fought all the time coming up, and he got caught up again at Job Corps, and Forrest Whitaker's character was his overseer. He had gotten fed up with George. He was going to send him back home. George pleaded with him to give him another chance. Thank God that man found it in his heart to show him a little mercy. He introduced George to boxing. He told him boxing was an art. It was for thinkers. He had a 5-year plan mapped out for George's Olympic victory. George got it done in a year. He wasn't trying to hear no 5-year nothing. It was on and popping afterwards. He was rising to the top, as all stars do. The key moment was when his sister Mary almost lost her baby. George was conflicted. He couldn't understand why God would bring that type of dilemma to his sister. George found it in his heart to pray. He just thought his mama was a praying fool, but God answered his prayer that night. His sister's baby pulled through, and his sister felt her baby was okay because George prayed. The whole family rejoiced, and he continued to rise. All of this was before my time. I was born in 1977. Yet when Muhammad Ali and George fought, that whole scene was great. Ali wasn't going, yet Ali prayed. Did anybody catch that? George didn't go easy, but Ali got him. Soon after, George was hearing God and freaking out. He passed out. They brought him back in the shower and he woke up glorifying God. His coach and everybody was looking at him like he was crazy, of course. They thought he had died. He gave up boxing for God. The sports world thought he was crazy for real. He was on a roll, yet he gave it all up for God. He hit a rock bottom by trusting his finances to his Job Corps friend. I couldn't believe he trusted him with his finances in the first place because they used to fight too. Yet he did what he did. He got ripped off, and somehow he got the opportunity to promote the George Foreman grill, and of course, that put him back on top. Won't he do it? My review will never do this movie justice. I was so impressed with George though. I have nothing but the highest respect for this man. You got to see this movie. He is definitely a set in stone champ. For real. If you have any comments about today's episode, you can contact me at uniquelyt77@gmail.com. That's UNIQUELYTEE77@gmail.com. Godspeed.